That turning point of us going from PC games to console was, it was gigantic. Everybody in the office was pissed off because we liked being independent and, kind of the man sort of thing. And then now we go to the console, it's like, hey there, man. He's like shaking your hand instead of raising your fist up.
I had this nice spot in this building picked out for them, and I thought they were going to love it, and they hated it. It was typical Microsoft Office, which Microsoft people think are great. Bungie guys looked at me and like, this is awful. This is exactly the opposite of what we want. We want a big open space and just mow down all these walls in this section.
People just couldn't fathom being at Microsoft.
I remember Ed complaining at one point that even he didn't have a key to get into the Bungie area.
One of the main pulls for the team to move into Microsoft was to be a part of creating the Xbox and making a game that really used it.
Jason said it best, I think. He said that Microsoft is building the biggest cannon in the world, and they're pointing it right at Sony, and we can be the bullet in that cannon, and we can make a really big impact on the course of the game industry.
All right! Yeah, that's cool.
We got very excited about the opportunity to define a platform and to define a franchise that would be important to the platform.
You had to struggle with it really being the first FPS that we were trying to get into on a console.
On a controller.
With the Duke. It was huge. Coming from PC first-person shooters, it just really felt different.
The reality of actually shipping on a console, there was a lot of pressure there. And we didn't have anything running on that console at all.
When I joined, the AI for Halo was about 3 source files and a big block comments at the top that were just Jason's log of him frantically trying to get something, anything, up and running. Jamie Griesmer and myself, we just sat down and worked on 2 signature encounters. One was the beach on Silent Cartographer, which is the classic kind of wave advancing encounter, and the other was the classic defensive encounter. We really only had one shot at it because we weren't going to have time to go back and scrap the AI system, so we just knew we had to get it right.
We had a lot of content to build, gameplay experiences to create. So all these grand ideas we had of this huge open world experience quickly dissipated.
Bungie has always had a way of finding out what's important in a particular game style and throwing away the extraneous stuff.
Going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana.
I think there were a very small group of people who felt like Halo would be the defining game of the Xbox.
There were a lot of other games that were getting a lot more attention really than Halo. Malice, Munch's Odyssey, racing game.
I think they put a lot of their bets on this game called Azarek. I don't know if anybody remembers that.